It was a Dirty Don double. It was Donny T on Wednesday and it was Aberdeen on Saturday. Welcome back to Fog Football. The bubble, we thought it could have been potentially burst, but it's no burst anymore.
No, Aberdeen ripping off West Ham style. We always blowing bubbles, but right now it's all about the MAGA. It was Make America Great Again, and now it...
Make Aberdeen great again. They got destroyed at the weekend. This weekend, though, they've been doing the destroying. It's no more winning a game by a goal. It was winning it by 3 goals. And after a shaky first half where they conceded a penalty, they bounced back in great fashion. 4 different goal scorers, 4 good goals. And here, top of the league. And they could be top of the league going into the national break.
They could stay there. Kilmarnock, Celtic tomorrow. We all know how Kilmarnock can beat the big teams at Rugby Park, so who's to say they can't cause an upset? Even if they can draw with Celtic, it would give Aberdeen a 2-point lead going into the international break, and then that would truly mean the title fight is on in my eyes. But here, even if Celtic win tomorrow, Aberdeen are still doing their end, so it is what it is. But
they said since the turn of 2000... only one team has won 10 out of the first 11 games and not won the league, which shows you that Aberdeen are quite unlucky because they're just going up against a Celtic team that's in great form.
They are, but I would argue not many teams win 10 out of the first 11, so I mean that stat's not really that impressive.
I can't remember what year it was, but I believe Rangers and Celtic both won their first 8 in a row, then met each other, so I'm going to assume it was that season where the team that didn't win the league did 10 out of 11. Either way, Aberdeen are replicating the sort of form in the league that you just simply need if you're going to win this league these days.
Aye, you need to be damn near perfect, and I tell you what, considering that Aberdeen have been to Celtic Park and they haven't lost yet, I think that is perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect without the exact 100%. You couldn't ask for much more.
On paper, it's a better start for Aberdeen than it is for Celtic, because Aberdeen have went to Celtic Park and got a draw. They both played Rangers, they both played the top teams, so...
Yeah, and if people can't dissect that and actually look at it, then I don't know what to tell you. Yes, Celtic have scored more goals, yes, Celtic have played better, but come on, Aberdeen have had a better start to the season.
Yeah, they got the draw at Celtic Park, and if you factor in that they were 2-0 down, then it's... You know, that just adds even more to it, so... I mean, they may not be perfect in terms of they've won 11 out of 11 games, but, I mean, this is as close to perfection as it gets. 10 wins out of 11 and a draw at Celtic Park. What more could you possibly want?
What more could you possibly want? I tell you what, it puts the pressure right on Rangers. Of course, tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Ibrox against Hearts. That's pretty... I mean, they're 12 points behind Aberdeen. I know we're talking about the possibility that they could slip up Celtic against Killie, but, you know, it's 12 points behind Aberdeen. Hearts will be looking to get something at Ibrox. There's probably never been a better time recently to do it. You know, last season Hearts were in some of the best form in Europe. Not remember they were going toe-to-toe with Inter Milan. Rocked up to Ibrox, got beat 5-0. So I think it's time that the Jambos lost the bear tag and put a performance in.
Who went toe-to-toe with Inter Milan?
Hearts, sure, last season, like the last 10 games. Not remember Hearts were at the top of like Europe. It was like 9 wins and a draw. They were joint with Inter Milan.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's not directly going up toe-to-toe Inter Milan.
Well, that's as close as they're going to get toe-to-toe, you know what I mean?
That's as close as you get to one of the Milan clubs. But yeah, no, Hearts, I wouldn't be not confident, put it that way. You're taking on a poor Rangers team right now. I think Hearts have done decent since Critchley came in. But anyway, we're here to talk about Aberdeen, so I don't see what relevance that has, to be honest.
Because Aberdeen's battling to finish above Rangers, mate, and they've put themselves 12 points, so that's not relevant. Pardon my French.
Well, it could stay 12 points.
Just because your club's down at the bottom ends of this league, mate. Your wee Diddy club doesn't mean you take it out in the Aberdeen fans that are loving life. Third biggest club in the country, I'll let you know.
Who's taking out an Aberdeen fans? You're the one talking shite about Rangers Hearts.
I'm not talking shite.
It's an Aberdeen review.
Aye, and I'm talking about how they're 12 points clear of Rangers who play Hearts tomorrow. Pressure's on Rangers.
Aberdeen's not even looking at Rangers. Who gives a fuck? The pressure's on Rangers.
Who gives a fuck?
Pressure's on Celtic.
Half the population, mate.
The pressure's on Celtic.
Pressure's on Celtic. Aye, and they're going to bottle it tomorrow. Their arse is going to fall. Don't you dare use bottle and Celtic in the same sentence. No. All those comments.
Well, let's just go on to the match then, eh? How about that? How about those apples?
I'll dunk for them.
You alright to... Dunking for apples was last month.
Just last week, mate.
Same shit. Anyway.
You got your poppy on? That's this month. Let's go. Let's rock and roll.
Adam Wimmy has an early chance on saved by Mitov, so that was the first opening there. Really fell for Dundee. We had Duke then forcing a save from McCracken, a pretty good save to be honest. Not a lot happened on the first half, and honestly, man, as we approached half time, I was beginning. I remember looking at this and I'm thinking, to me, this could be a banana peel for Aberdeen. Wouldn't be surprised if they drop points here. And approaching half time, I felt that they weren't really creating much, and that this game, if they were going to win it, would probably be by just a goal. And then we get the penalty. Molly concedes. He's trying to shield the ball from Simon Murray. Murray then manages to run round and get the better of Molly, and then Molly just tugs Murray off the pitch for whatever reason. I don't really know. Really dumb, idiotic defending from Molly. Molly,
Is there two of them?
I don't know, is there? Might be.
I tell you what, it's awful. It's awful defending, though.
The defending's so bad that he doesn't deserve to have his name pronounced correctly from now on.
I checked the half time. He had an 8.4 rating. He was the highest rated player on the pitch.
Is that 800 or?
Might be 800.
Anyway, we get the penalty from Simon Murray, and it's a poor penalty. And I tell you what, we've seen a lot of poor penalties in the Scottish game recently. I don't know why, but I mean, a lot of these penalties are very conservative. They're very safe. They're just, they're on target, but they're not right in the corner. There's no power behind them. And these penalties look cool, calm and collected if you make the keeper go the wrong way. But see if the keeper goes the right way, it's an easy save and it just makes the penalty look garbage.
Yeah, no, it's a trend. It's definitely a trend.
Like, just like McGrath's penalty, right, against Rangers. See if Butland went the wrong way. People's saying, oh, what a penalty. How cool was that for
That's
McGrath?
just how penalties go, though, isn't it? You score it, it's brilliant. You could hit the greatest penalty of all time, right? But if the goalie saves it, it seems shit. That's just the way it works.
Nah, there's some penalties I think we go, oh, he's hit that. The keeper's done amazing.
I know, but you either score them or you don't. And this one didn't go in. I tell you what, if this went in, Aberdeen's arse may have collapsed.
I tell you what, the way Aberdeen were in the first half, I'm not convinced Aberdeen win this game. But we get into half time and Jimmy Thielen works his magic because he seems to be the magic man these days. He's the guy that... what are you looking at me like that for?
What?
He is the magic man.
Didn't say he wasn't.
He's the man full of magic.
What was he doing last week, though?
Last
weekend? Did he run out of magic beans last week?
I did,
Aberdeen? If you know, you know. If you don't know, get to know.
So, second half, Aberdeen get an early goal with Palversa. It was a corner. Dundee just couldn't clear it. Palversa manages to just strike it into the corner. I mean, can't really blame the goalkeeper. It's just a lot of bodies in there. I mean, it was a goal at nothing, really. Palversa hits it. I mean, it's a decent wee strike, but it's a shot from like the edge of the box, and it finds its way in. I think it's a bit fortunate.
It's shite defending. It couldn't clear it. And the goalie can't do anything because there's about 4,000 bodies between him and the ball.
I mean, it's a decent strike, but you know what? It's a goal at nothing. It's an absolute goal at nothing. Speaking of goals for nothing, second goal, 2-0. Keskikin, nice little lob over the defender to run on to. Dundee guy tries to clear it. I think it may have been McGee.
And McGee?
He makes a poor hash yet, and then his attempted clearance just falls flat, and Keskikin runs onto it and blasts the ball straight at McCracken, goes underneath his legs, pegs him, or not megs him even.
Pegs him.
That's a totally different meaning.
I wouldn't have been fucking watching.
That's not how
Would they shown that on sports scene?
Probably not.
Michael Stewart would have been fucking tuned in.
Maybe after Michael Stewart, he's all over everything, but he'd have definitely been on that. Maybe they would have showed that after the watershed, not entirely sure. But it's 2-0.
McCracken would have cracked.
That's plenty. 2-0 to Aberdeen at this point. But then Simon Murray makes up for his penalty miss. We get a great ball in.
Does he make up, though? I mean, 1-0 Dundee, 2-1. Big difference.
Well, he tries, all right. Tiffany, great ball in for Tiffany. And it's a fantastic run and header for Simon Murray. Latches onto the ball, heads it home into the corner. 2-1. And at this point, you're thinking, game on. Dundee right back in it. But again, Jimmy Thielen doesn't wait. He doesn't hold about. He makes the subs. He reacts to this. Rather than let Dundee react, rather than let Dundee grow into the game at 2-1 and get more confidence, Jimmy Thielen just stamps that out, and he stamps his authority on the match. Aberdeen get a quick free kick. We've got Nisbet coming on. I think it was Bishuman as well, both guys coming on for, I think, Sokler and Clarkson. Or was it Duke that came off? Not too sure. No, I think it was Clarkson. Clarkson and Sokler. But
see with Aberdeen, right? I know this might sound obvious, but I think as long as like what happened against Celtic doesn't happen, I feel like Aberdeen are going to be in every game this season because they've got a manager that is reactive, right?
Well, when you go 6-0,
not reactive.
You tend to be out the games.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's loads of games like where you just see, man, they almost like accept when they're 1-0 down. All right, we'll just wait to the final 5 minutes and pile everyone forward. He's 2-1 up and he's went, right, you think you can score against my Dons? Well, I'm going to fucking put 2 more past you. And that mindset is going to go a long way.
Anyway, quick free kick. Nisbet takes it, like I said, quick. Picks up Bashoon. Good finish of Bashoon. 3-1. Dundee caught it again. And you know what? These goals weren't necessarily great. And I mean, Tony Docherty, he wasn't happy after the game. He says, basically, we conceded 3 goals for set pieces, which they did. One was a throw-in. One was a free kick. And the other one was a corner. Dundee, I think, have to defend better for all 3 opening goals. And then the 4th goal, a good run for Morris, who I think has been great over the past few weeks. Any time I've seen Morris. Now, I didn't get to see him in the semi-cup final, but other than that, I mean...
Semi-cup final?
He came on and he changed the game against Dundee United, helped Aberdeen get the win, helped against Rangers, got the win on that one, and then, obviously, at 3-1, the game's already done here, but, you know, he helps add a 4th, plays it in to Nisbet, and Nisbet hits a shot deflected in. Again, a little bit fortunate, man. I'm not going to say Aberdeen blew Dundee off the pitch, because I don't think they did. You look at it, it was poor. It was 3 poorly defended set pieces for Dundee and a deflected goal, so it's 4-1 harsh, I think so. But here, a win's a win. Takes Aberdeen top of the table.
It's also their biggest win in terms of scoreline. Obviously, you know, you'd argue beating like Rangers is bigger, obviously, but here, they've won 4-1. They've bounced back. They, no matter what, will sit joint on points going into the international break. It's exactly what they needed after last week. Because question marks have been, when the questions have been asked, question marks have been hanging, and they've went, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to have that hanging over us. We're going to put 4 past Aberdeen, and we're going to be, oh no, Dundee, sorry, because they are Aberdeen, and we're going to be laughing about it. But Aberdeen, up next, away to St Mirren. St Mirren, who just beat Hibs. But, crucially, Celtic in the late kick-off on the 23rd of November, away to Hearts, 7:45. Be there, be square. It's another massive night.
2 big games for Celtic coming up next, and I would not be surprised that after the next 2 games, Aberdeen are top of this table.
But you know the problem is, though, Celtic don't really crack, right? If this was Rangers constantly going in to games on the Sunday or a later kick-off, the arse would fold.
You don't think the Celtic arse will fold?
No? I don't think it will. Like, well, here, they could draw against Hearts, they could draw against Kelly, but what I'm saying is, I don't think it's going to have a massive effect in the long term of things. I don't think there'll be a collapse. You can draw games, folks. It happens across the board at the end of the day. And then their next game after that for Aberdeen on the Sunday will be... So Aberdeen have got, after this, away to Hearts. So Hearts hold the keys, potentially. Hearts' 2 next games are at home, to Aberdeen and Celtic.
Oh, Hearts hold the keys.
Tell you what, Rangers, Aberdeen and Celtic, your club is going downtown.
Hearts hold the keys to the kingdom, but Aberdeen hold the top spot, and that's where we're going to end it, guys. Aberdeen 4, Dundee 1, top of the table. Is Jimmy Teelan the best thing since Sir Alex Ferguson? He might well be. That's it. Till next time.
Peace.